guys, I'm actually gonna fix that lighting real quick. We'll work with what we got. All right, so this is gonna be like my first Monday make it with me type thing. So I'm gonna do mason jar ice cream. So it's very big in the keto community and I wanted to give it a shot. So we are going to make peanut butter chocolate chip, jump right into it. Now I don't have like actual mason jars. What I have are these little guys. So I stopped at Michael's this morning. These were 6 for $5, which I didn't think was too bad. The recipe is normally for 2 servings. I want to do individual size servings so I don't have to like scoop it out, figure out the measurements and the macros and all that. I just want to be able to grab it out of the freezer and go. So we're gonna make peanut butter chocolate chip and hope that it turns out. Okay, so I am going to measure everything on my food scale. So just because it's a little bit easier, I do have my little handy dandy recipe. So the first thing we're going to do is start out with 120 milliliters of heavy whipping cream. I try to pour it slow so I don't over pour. I over poured by, it's at 123, but I'm okay with that. So next is going to be a half a tablespoon of this Jif peanut butter powder. So that is going to be like 2.5 grams. Which, in case you guys did not realize, grams and milliliters are the same thing. So they weigh the same. All right, we'll settle at that. That's 3. Then we're going to do, we're not going to do that. We are going to do 1 tablespoon of Swerve. 1 tablespoon of Swerve is 12 grams. And I am zeroing everything out every time I do this. $10, $12, $11, come on. All right, there. You do about a half a teaspoon of vanilla. You guys know me. I do not ever measure vanilla. Oh, that's almost gone. And then the last thing is going to be a half a serving of Lily's chocolate chips. So a half a serving is going to be 7 grams. All right. So now the next step is going to be to put that lid on and shake the crap out of it. So it should have somewhat of a creamy consistency. If I can get it open, there we go. So it definitely did firm up. You guys can kind of see. There you go. So it did definitely firm up. So I'm gonna stick it in the freezer for like a couple hours. Probably eat it tonight, a little bit before 8 o'clock. I'm gonna give it a little taste off the lid, see what it tastes like. If I think I may have just created a monster. If this firms up, to taste like that, which it should because it tastes like that now, this will be a dangerous, dangerous thing to have for me in my house. Okay, so I'm not going to leave you guys with just one thing. I am going to give another recipe another shot. So we are going to do the exact same thing, but we're going to add something. And it's going to be like an exchange of flavors, if you will. So we are going to do the 120 milliliters again. Okay. We will add the swerve again, which we decided was 12. A little bit of vanilla. All right. We don't need bacon. We are going to do a half a serving of lilies, which is again 7 grams. But we are going to do this. So in case you guys can't see, because y'all are upside down on me, but this is cookie dough one-on-one flavorings. So we are going to, oh no, we are just going to add a little bit of flavor. Oh, that was a little much, but we'll go that much. All right. This is pretty good. I use a little bit too much flavoring, but that's okay. So I will see you guys back here in like 4 hours or so to give these. Okay, so it has been a little while. I'm going to give these ice creams a shot. They are incredibly fatty. They're like 45 grams of fat a piece. They are very difficult to open, apparently. All right, so you're definitely, they stink. They don't smell great. This must be the one with the one-on-one flavorings. Oh my God, the texture is great. You guys, that is the cookie dough one. If I had used a little less flavoring, it would have been perfection. But it's a little like because of the flavor and the alcohol. This one, I mean, that just flat out tastes like cookie dough. This one, is the peanut butter one. Now what's weird is the chocolate chip sunk to the bottom of that one, but not this one. Let's see. You guys have a general idea as to how that comes out. This one is also freezing a little bit better. I'm glad I did these in individualized jars. Even this should really be half. So if you wanted to make this and make them way less fatty but still a treat, only do a 1/4 cup. So half my recipe. This is some good crap. I'm going to put it back in the freezer and I'll have one later tonight. Bye guys. Thanks for watching.